Yo! Hey, yo. I go front. I've been knew about semen retention way before it was popping on YouTube. Like, there was just like little blinkers, little hints that I've ignored from the universe. So it was just forced upon me in 2019 though. But I remember back in 2016, my late great uncle, grandfather, but I call him my uncle, the late great, rest in peace. He low-key kind of put me on the semen retention. Cause let me tell y'all a story about what happened. My uncle put me on the semen retention back in 2016, but I kind of ignored that shit. So let me tell you what happened. Okay, what happened was I was in this crib. That was when I was in this crib. And this is like around Christmas break of 2016. So what happened was, usually when we wake up in the morning, we would smoke a joint. Like, he would wake me up at like around 5 a.m. Like around 5 a.m. type shit. And then around 10, 11 a.m., we'll wake up again to smoke another joint, smoke another split. So, mind you, my uncle, he was a Rastafarian. He was an African, he was one of the few African Rastafarians. Natural freeform locks. He studied, the Bible. And he was, smoking mad weed. So mind you, every time we wake up, this nigga would, just wake me up. He'd be like, yo, Muhammad, come, wake up, come smoke with me and come eat breakfast and let's go out. Let's head out. So there was one day, right? He caught me fapping to pornography right on the bed. So, mind you, this nigga, I'm about to tell y'all this story though. This nigga was calling me, right? I woke up. As soon as I woke up, I had the morning wood. So he's like, Muhammad, come smoke with me. Muhammad, wake up. Wake up, come smoke. Muhammad. And then that's when I pretended to be asleep. Here's the thing about me. I used to always pretend to be asleep. Whether my mother would wake me up, anybody would wake me up. I pretended to be asleep. I covered my whole body with the covers, right? And now it's on my phone. I turned my back on him. I was on the phone like this. Just watching the thing. And he could tell that I was beating my shit because he saw my hand through the covers. He seen where it was at. So he's like, Muhammad. So mind you, when I turned around, I pretended I was tossing and turning. So I turned around, and then I looked through the covers. I peeked through the covers a little bit. This nigga was dead mean mugging the fuck out of me. He was just watching me beating my shit. This nigga was smoking a blunt.
Yeah, I'm not kidding.
He was smoking a blunt. He was just looking at me like this. Eyes mad red as shit. That gangster look. A real Rastafarian nigga. He was like, Muhammad, come smoke with me. Boy, get up. Get up, boy. And then next thing you know, I was done. I got it all over the bed. I busted all over the bed because I was that thirsty. I was that thirsty that day. Because I remember before I found semen retention, I used to be extra thirsty for a nut. So you know how them African people, them, especially them old African uncles or them old African fathers and shit like that, when they talk to you and when they discipline you, you know the way they talk. If you African, you understand. So this nigga, once I pretended to actually wake up, mind you, this nigga was like he had like a soft voice, like, you know, them real laid back, them tough guy voice. So he was like this. Like, he stared at me, he looked in my eyes with the blunt in his hand. He's like, the next time you decide to bust your fucking nuts on my bed, just know that my cat is can sleep on that same bed that you are busting your nuts on, that you are giving your pleasure. The next time I catch you doing that, you're not gonna smoke with me. You're not gonna smoke with me for a long time. This joint is for me and for me only. You touch yourself, you pleasure yourself, you touch yourself, and then you thinking that you're gonna touch this weed, you're going to touch my weed, and then pass it to me with the same man that you've been busting your nuts, giving your fucking nuts with. And he's like, bro, that shit came to my head because he was like, you as a man, you are wasting your energy. You are wasting your sperm. You think sperm is just sperm. You are wasting yourself to a phone screen. And you claim you are a ladies' man. I thought you were a ladies' man. Where are the ladies? Where are the ladies to do it to? You're doing it to a phone screen. You wish you are next to that lady that you are doing it to. You wish you was next to that lady. And then next thing you know, that's when he said some right shit though. He was like, yo, you wasting your energy. He was talking about me wasting your energy and stuff like that. But mind you, this nigga, like, later on we went out that day, that he was with his mans. And mind you, his mans go pick up and drop off stuff. He was with his mans. We went to, like, we was driving all around through Bed-Stuy. We was driving all around through East New York. So he was with his friend. So, mind you, they're old. They're like senior citizens. So, mind you, he was telling him about me, how I'm always fascinated with women, how I'm always, you know, a horn dog, this, that, and the third. I ain't gonna lie. Usually I hate it when African people put my business out there like that, them elder African OGs. But this one was funny though. He was like, Mohammed. Like, every time he see a bitch on the block in Brooklyn, any Brooklyn bitch, he be like, Mohammed, go talk to that lady. Go talk to that lady right there. Go talk to her. I be like, nah, I'm good, uncle. No, go talk to her. You claim you're a ladies' man, go talk to her. Since you wanna watch that, since you wanna know. This nigga kept shaming me. He like, since you want to not to electronic screen to your gadgets. To your gadget. He said, you wanna get pleasure from your gadgets. You wanna not from your gadgets. Go on, no? Go ahead and do that. Yo, I miss that nigga. I did miss that nigga though. Like, I really miss that nigga. Like, rest in peace. But he put me on to something. Like, but at the time, I didn't really care because, you know, I was a teenager. Like, half of me cared and half of me didn't care. But 9 times out of 10, I like everything that he taught me before he died. Like, I always like remember that shit because he was a Rastafarian. So, like, this dude's words are unique. Like, every time this nigga would have the blunt in his hand, like, he would turn into like a special philosopher. Like, he was already with that and without the blunt. But when he had the blunt in his hand, this nigga, the words is just amazing. You know, I kind of teared up. When I heard the news, like, of his demise and shit like that. But I was just giving y'all a little story, a little NoFap story, like how I kind of knew about NoFap way before it became a trend on YouTube. I kind of knew about NoFap and Semen Retention. But that being said, it's your boy Most Thieves. I love y'all. Peace.